right, Jong Uy right here, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Racing Lines, the Purple Sector, and we're gonna talk about Formula One Monza race, and of course, I'm still here with my good buddies, Yamboy, Miles, and Andy. Let's start from the bottom in New Zealand. Andy, how are you?
Good, good. Medyo malamig pero okay lang. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Kung saan man kayo, wherever you are watching this show, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Racing Lines, the Purple Sector. And yes, tonight we are going to recap everything that happened in the last weekend at Monza with the Italian Grand Prix. Quite the race, rather interesting. And there will be a few other things we are going to
Yeah.
talk about along the way. So let's get into it.
All right, Miles, how are you?
Okay, good evening. Good evening, Internet. Good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Facebook. Welcome to another episode of the Purple Sector, where tonight, um, Italian Grand Prix, the Temple of Speed.
Yep.
So, huwag
Very
natin
high-speed
patagalin. Let's get on. with it.
Yeah, and Mr. Talyer TV.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Purple Sector of the Racing Line. Okay, that's Monza, the last of the triple header of the European races.
Yep.
So after that, Asia, America, and
And
Middle East.
Middle
Yan
East.
ang mga abangan natin. Yes.
Yeah.
So now, huwag na natin patagalin pa.
All
Very
right,
exciting
go.
race. Yeah, all right.
Sige, Yam. Let's start with
Okay.
qualifying.
Yes, and before that, this Yamnalysis is brought to you by Rust Masters Davao Auto Shop, your one-stop shop on repairs, custom works, fabrication, and restoration, which turns this into this.
Yep.
Yan, into this. All right.
Yes.
So,
Right to that.
eto nga,
Klaro lang.
Italy.
Italy.
Well, the home of the tifosis or the die-hard Ferrari fans. So, yeah. Dito talaga. So, anyway, qualifying, isa lang talaga ang interesting dun eh. Yung diniscuss natin last week na Toto Minion, naging Green Goblin. Well, let me talk.
Huwag mo kalimutan, Willem Dafoe.
I think
Willem
yeah,
Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe, yeah. Oo. Kasi ganito, FP1, nag-practice siya with Aston Martin. Okay? So, FP1 siya yung nag-drive sa Aston Martin. And then after that, he was hanging around. Pagka-Sabado, wala lang, chill-chill lang siya dun sa Mercedes na ano ba yan?
Garage.
Treehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and after that, tinawagan siya kasi yung isang Williams driver, si Alex Albon, was not feeling well and eventually he was diagnosed with appendicitis, so he needed surgery. So siya practice sa Aston Martin, tapos magda-drive na for qualifying sa Williams. So nung nalaman ko yon, interesting. Tingnan natin ano nitong nakakainis na bata na ito. Pero napahiya ako magaling. Miles, ano sa tingin mo ba? I mean, the driving style, he was really on the mark. Wala masyadong lampas sa racetrack. Magaling talaga yung bata. Ikaw ba?
Well, okay. Well, speaking of Nick De Vries, okay. It was good, di ba? Doon nga sabi ni Yamboy, we were making fun of him kasi.
Yeah, last week lang yun, di ba?
Yeah. Kasi biglaan di ba? Parang nakikita lang natin siya on the sides, wearing a sweater similar to Toto, di ba? Actually, hindi lang tayo nakapansin kahit yung mga kaibigan natin sa F1 Club Philippines in Facebook. Okay? Shout out to all of them sa mga nanonood
Yes.
from F1 CP. Okay, good evening sa inyo. Anyway, pati sila napansin nila yung sweater. But anyway, we posted a semi-meme, di ba, of him wearing the green Aston Martin uniform, di ba? Pansoon nga natin silang Green Goblin. Pero yun na nga, napakaswerte ni Nick kasi yun na nga, akala niya ang papel niya during the Italian Grand Prix was only during FP1 driving for Aston Martin. But yun na nga, luckily, yun nga, he was promoted to a seat in F1 in Williams, di ba? So swerte na bata. And not only that, makita natin na he did well. Okay? He did well in qualifying. Yam, may ano ka ba ng standings na ni Nick during F1?
Wala.
During qualifying?
Wala eh.
Okay.
During
Pero
sa
parang he
qualifying,
started
wala
yata,
eh.
started 8 yata, di ba? Parang started 8 or 9?
Nick De Vries, no, he finished in Q9, in P9 sa race, but in qualifying, by the time he finished qualifying, he was eliminated in Q2. Well, it's a Williams, so what do you expect? But Nick De Vries was in P15. To be fair to Latifi, this time he was in P16, just 20 thousandths of a second behind. But all things considered, no, considering the turn of events that happened in the previous hours, I should say, Nick De Vries started well in an Aston Martin, ended up in a Williams, ended up in putting that Williams in P15. That is rather impressive considering he probably doesn't know half of the button layout dun sa steering wheel niya, di ba?
Oh, yeah.
Customized Alex Albon. Kaya,
Meron ata siyang ano, di ba? Parang
impressive. Ano? He has a basic
Pumasok
idea,
siya sa
obviously,
Q3
pero
eh.
Q3 siya din.
nakapasok ba
Pumasok
siya
siya
sa
sa
P3?
Q3.
P50, yun.
Yes, nakapasok
Ayun,
siya sa...
See?
Yeah.
Teka,
He was,
Research ko.
He was
Tingnan
P...
na natin qualifying ninyo.
Okay.
research ko muna.
Sige, habang
All things
nire-research niyo
considered,
yan, let me continue.
habang nire-research
Yeah.
niya
Alright.
ni Miles, very impressive from this driver who came out of nowhere now. He's been waiting for his chance
Okay.
all this time.
Yes. This, well, I was really hooked nung hanggang Q3 and I was really impressed with Nick De Vries' performance kasi imagine, first time niya nag-qualifying, umabot siya ng Q3, hindi lang yun eh. Pagdating niya sa Q3, talagang supposed to be nasa P7 or P8 siya pero na-delete yung time niya because nga nag-exceed siya ng track limits. And yung last run
yes.
niya on Q3, yung last run niya on Q3 talagang it ended up early because he pressed a button na hindi na niya na-control yung kotse. So pero anyway, nakarating siya ng Q3, P9, P10. Tama ba, Miles?
Yam. Ang position ni Nick De Vries during the qualifying, kumbaga final grid placement niya after marami kasi nag-penalties eh. So he was running, he was 8 ahead, he was running 8 ahead of Shoti Jong Uy and right after Max Verstappen who was on 7.
Yes.
So
Yan,
maganda
lalabas
yung
ko yan
position
mamaya.
niya.
Wow.
So, he out-qualified Nicolas Latifi.
Yes sir.
Absolutely.
Super
Blew him out of the water.
Yeah.
Blew him out of the water.
Out-qualified.
Wow.
Qualified.
Okay.
Daniel
Sige.
Ricciardo.
Before
May talent talaga si
Before-
Nicholas.
before tayo maging Nick De Vries episode,
Sige.
patuloy na tayo sa karera.
Alright.
Okay, so here's the pole position holder, Mr. Charles Leclerc, and you can hear the roar of the tifosis during that time when he got the P1. Max Verstappen, he got P2. Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, Hamilton, but I mean, this is the classification. However, final race, this one, Albon nagkaroon ng appendicitis kaya pinalitan siya ni Nick De Vries. Bagong idol ko itong batang ito. Anyway, here's the final grid. First Leclerc, second Russell, third Norris, fourth Ricardo, fifth Gasly, sixth Alonso, seventh Verstappen, eighth De Vries, Joe, Latifi, Vettel, Stroll, Perez, Ocon, Bottas, Magnussen, Schumacher, Sainz, Hamilton, and Tsunoda. Kasi maraming drivers ang nagkaroon ng grid penalties. They are Max Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas, Mick Schumacher, Kevin Magnussen, Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, and Yuki Tsunoda. So sila, nagkaroon ng grid penalty kaya umakyat pa ng umakyat yung mga hindi nakaabot ng Q3, no? And then okay, we have race. Okay. All right. Eto na. Okay. We can see here
nakaiyak ako dito, Yam.
Bakit?
Oo, lahat
Nakaiyak
lahat
ako
sila
rito.
talaga mabilis. Kasi nakalusot si Daniel Ricciardo pero ang bagal ng launch ni Lando Norris. So I thought Ricciardo
Bad
was
start for Lando.
really I thought Ricciardo during this time was really, I mean, Monza last year siya nanalo eh. So gusto niya ng repeat siguro kasi parang paborito talaga niya ito because this is the temple of speed eh, no? So sabi ko patay si Miles nito, edge of the seat talaga kasi dahil yung papaya team niya it's doing good. Pero sayang kay Lando Norris, medyo mabagal yung start niya. So here we can see Charles Leclerc and George Russell on the background. Here, ganun pa din, Charles Leclerc. Ito dapat unang ma-survive ng mga driver itong dalawang chicane na ito. This is very technical, kaya makikita natin mamaya. Maraming kotse ang napunta doon sa sa grass, yung iba talagang iniwasan nila lahat kasi kung hindi wala, malaking gulo ang mangyayari diyan. Ayan. Yan na. Yung iba mga kotse lumampas na, yung iba mga kotse nasa runoff area, yung iba nasa grass. Pero dito Charles Leclerc was really doing good. Maganda yung buwelo niya sa straightaway dito. And then, here, you can also see Charles Leclerc nangunguna pa din. Pero ito na yung anong tawag nito? Charge ng Red Bull. Okay? Pag-start, 7 si Max Verstappen, pero pagkatapos ng first turn, he was 5th already. Kasi itong si Lando Norris nga, mabagal yung kanyang start. So here, we can see Max is, Max overtakes Gasly and is on a hunt with Daniel Ricciardo. And then, Jong, this is after the 2 chicanes pa lang ba ya? Hindi pa nakakalayo. No
First lap pa lang yan.
So that is the
first lap pa lang. First.
Opening
sector 1 pa lang ng first lap.
Opening lap. So
Opening lap.
that is the speed of the that's the speed of the Red Bull.
Speed of the Red Bull.
Yeah, so
Yes. Here we can see
Swerte talaga siya.
lap number 2, nakuha na niya kaagad si Daniel Ricciardo. So he's
si Ricardo niyan.
Ricciardo niya. So he is on 3rd. And then after that, tinira niya si George.
wow.
Second na siya by lap number 5. Okay? So etong photo na ito, okay. Ito naman dun sa front row si Max ang nagcha-charge, dun sa back row naman si Carlos Sainz. Ito kinuha ni Carlos si Sebastian Vettel. Pagkatapos kinuha niya din si Lance Stroll. Pagkatapos kinuha niya si Manong Alonso. And Sebastian Vettel, ito yung unang
First
Jong,
retirement.
this is really interesting ha. Ito ang
Sige.
magandang senaryo dito. Okay. Aston Martin nag-DNF. So the virtual safety car was called. Virtual lang. So luckily malapit lang itong Aston Martin dun sa exit ng mga na DNF na kotse. So mabilis lang. Pero during the virtual safety car, they decided na ipit si Charles.
Charles Leclerc, yeah.
Yes. Remember, he was running first. So, nag-pit siya para at least magkaroon siya ng, ano ba yan, free pit stop yung tawag nila. 10 seconds lang yung malulus niya instead of the full 19 seconds.
And a fresh
Pero
tire.
pagkatapos nitong pit na ito, pag-release sa kanya, biglang nag-green flag kaagad. So nakauna na talaga. I mean, nakabuelo na si Max kaagad nito while he was on his way to exit pa. So eto, konting bad luck lang for Ferrari during this time, pero the call was, I mean, legit during that time. Pero parang kay parang kay, kung maalala ninyo, yung kay Perez, nag-safety car, pumasok siya, he was running first, pumasok siya, tapos biglang nag-yellow flag, di ba? Naalala ninyo yun? Kaya he ended up fourth. So parang ganun din itong nangyari kay Charles dito.
So in
Well,
short, parang
anyway,
talagang minalas
this
lang
is-
minalas ang Ferrari in this case. It wasn't a
Hindi
strategy
man-
blunder
yeah,
this time, no?
Yes, hindi naman masyado
Wrong timing.
Walang problema sa
Wrong timing lang talaga, oh. Minalas ang sa timing.
Wrong timing lang. Pero maganda
Sayang
sana
naman.
yun because I mean, the plan is really to charge or to hunt down Max Verstappen. Yan talaga yung plano nila.
Of
Which
course,
is good.
with a
Meron
fresh
silang
new set of tires,
meron
di ba?
silang Yes.
And
Pero
suddenly,
at least meron silang plano during this time.
yeah. And suddenly, paglabas niya, ito agad yung kanyang difference, 17.691.
Yes. Kasi nga
That is
biglang nag-green flag, so bumuelo na kaagad yung mga kotse, di ba?
And in between
So,
is George
yun.
Russell, right? In between them.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So lumabas siya sa likod ni George Russell. Anyway, ito na naman, to be continued na ang charge ni Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz, ito nakuha na niya si sino ba to? Daniel Ricciardo nakuha na niya ito. So during this time, nasa 5th na siya. He started last on the grid ba? For 15th. And the first pit of Max Verstappen. Okay, Jong, kwento ko lang sa'yo ba ya?
Sige.
He pitted on lap 26. He started with soft tires, okay? Yung soft tire ni Charles Leclerc, unang nagasgas kumpara sa soft tires ni Max. Kaya hindi siya nag-pit nung virtual safety car because maganda pa daw yung gulong niya. Pero yung kay Charles, grabe na ang degradation sa left rear. Kasi if we can remember, maganda ang kapit ng Ferrari sa kurbada, si Red Bull naman sa straightaway. So kung nasa straightaway ang strength mo, at least pantay yung pudpud ng tires mo.
Ng gulong mo.
Rather than itong sila Ferrari, yung left talaga ang gastado, left rear, kasi nga because of the chicanes, because of the turns, parabolika, di ba? Meron doon. So
Yep.
ito pa lang yung first ni Max
Pit
pit
stop.
niya.
Pit stop
And
niya.
they gave him medium tires. So tingin ko nito titirahin na niya all the way up to the finish ang yellow. So they did one stop strategy. Ito yung kanilang strategy during this time. Okay, this one, Lewis Hamilton started last on the 19th Pero nag-charge din siya. This one, he was having a good time with Fernando Alonso dito. Mabilis lang yan na overtake.
Yep.
Because
Former
during
teammates.
this time, during this time, Alonso was complaining to his team. I think my car is losing power. Sabi ng team niya, no, it's okay.
Walang
Sabi
proof.
ni Manong, wow.
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 Another Alonso na naman, no? Na,
One word lang, pero...
Kasi, talagang, sabi talaga niya, I'm losing power, parang may problema sa kotse ko. Sabi ng telemetry nila, everything is okay, please go on, continue. Sabi ni Alonso, wow. So, nahirapan tuloy siyang i-depensa yung kanyang
Ano yun?
position.
Sino paniniwalaan ninyo? Yung computer o yung
Kaya
driver?
nga
Yeah, I know.
Kawawa nga
Ngayon, minsan
I think
talaga
he's-
yung,
Yeah.
minsan talaga the line is blurred, no? Minsan
Yeah.
between your driver and what your telemetry is showing you. Ilang beses na
I
nangyari
think,
yan, di ba?
Yeah, he's so fed up with his team na talaga na
Yeah, he
wala na
can.
siyang ibang nasabi.
Wala na siyang pamasabi.
Wow.
I think he just can't wait to leave this team, no?
Yeah, kaya nga eh. Grabe. Okay, ito naman yung labas ni Lando Norris. Before he pitted, they ordered Daniel Ricciardo na baka pwedeng i-delay niya konti si Gasly para at least naman para at least paglabas niya nasa unahan siya ni Gasly. Pero during this time dun sa stop niya, Miles, 'di ba? Medyo matagal yung kanyang pit stop. Umabot yata siya ng 3 point something seconds. Yeah. Kaya paglabas niya dito,
5.1 seconds. Ang
ilan?
bagal.
5.1?
5 seconds in the pit. Yung stop talaga na
sayang.
Malas,
literal na stop niya. Sayang.
minalas si Dodong Lando.
Yeah. So, eto paglabas niya sa pit, nauna na si Daniel Ricciardo, tapos si Gasly, and lurking behind them is Lewis Hamilton. Why I say lurking? Kasi nga, eto, nagdidepensa pa
Manang
si anong tawag nito? Dinipensahan
Gasly.
pa ni Gasly. Medyo busy si Gasly tsaka si Lando. Biglang nag-double overtake itong si Lewis Hamilton. Here.
Lewis Hamilton.
Yan.
Sa Curva
Lewis
Grande.
Hamilton.
Variante
Yeah.
del Reltifilio.
Wow.
Yes. Dito niya tinira itong dalawa. So, double overtake siya dito. Kaya,
Very
Lewis Hamilton,
opportunistic
parang
of Lewis.
naano siya dito eh.
The wily
Wow,
old fox.
Okay ayos.
So the pace of the Mercedes is already there, more or less, no?
Yes. Oo naman.
Actually,
hindi Jong.
yeah.
Meron silang pace.
Bigro mo.
Ito na lang.
So,
Yep, definitely. Yep, Mercedes has pace. Pero at the same time, looking at this particular lang na situation, no? Kasi yun nga, Gasly and Ricciardo were busy with each other, kumbaga. Hindi nila napansin na nag-charge pala si Lewis sa likod with DRS. So, kaya, naunahan na kagad sila.
I mean,
At that,
after that,
sige, Yam.
after this one, Jong, dalawang overtake, plus nakuha pa niya si Daniel Ricciardo dito. So, mabilis
Talaga may
talaga
pace
ang
ang
setup
Mercedes.
ni Lewis nung ano na yun. Yeah, the pace is there.
No, imagine
Nagka-problema lang
from 19th, di ba? Oh.
Exactly.
From 19th.
Exactly.
Nag-charge talaga
May
siya
pace
dito.
talaga Mercedes.
Kaya, the race was really interesting and it was good kasi hindi lang sa front ang mabilisan, maganda yung karera, pati galing sa likod din. Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton, grabe, kinain talaga nila. Marami silang mga na-barbecue dito sa race na ito. And, Miles,
The most interesting DNF.
I would like to hear your thoughts dito. Bay, lagay mo si Miles sa malaki. Ayun ko naman.
Hindi mo na. Before na DNF si Ricardo, na-retire din si Alonso. Okay. Eventually,
That's right.
nga si Yamboy, may nag-complain na si Mr. Wow sa radio na he's losing power. Eventually, he retired. I forgot what lap it was.
Lap 32.
Here is Manong Fernando stepping out of his car, out of his Alpine. So, yun nga, napansin ko, first it was Vettel, second it was Alonso. Kasi ko, sino kaya ang sunod ma-DNF? Baka si Lewis Hamilton kasi world champion din. Pareho mga world champion. Baka mga world champions mag-DNF. But, yun na nga, unfortunately, it was Daniel Ricciardo who was the next in line to be DNF'd. Okay.
Might be a world champion soon.
Hopefully. Anyway, given the red car, why not, diba? Pero, yun na nga. Daniel Ricciardo, actually, for the information of everyone, this happened like 4 more laps na lang yata. Parang 4 laps to go before
safety car?
We finish the 53 lap race. Parang 4 laps na lang yata. Pero yun na nga. 6 laps.
6 laps.
6 laps, okay. So, lap 47, okay. Ang order kasi of battle during that time on lap 47, parang alam na natin sino mananalo We all know that it was parang given max na to diba? Parang wala nang, hindi na magpapalit ng mga positions ang mga sasakyan. So, actually, ginawa ko dito, I went to the bathroom Nag-CR muna ako. Nang pagbalik ko sa harapan ng nagtaka ako na parang they need, sabi na nung mga Sky Sports F1 commentators na they need to remove the car. But ano pala nangyari? Then I waited for the replay. Yun na nga. It was Daniel Ricciardo. Well, the Honey Badger unfortunately suffered engine problems. And not only that, his transmission was stuck. So, hirap silang i-move ang car. And he was also positioned, I think he was in after corner 6 yata, or before corner 8. I think that was before the curva parabolica. That was before the straight line before the curva parabolica. Okay, that's it. Yun na nga. Well, alam naman natin ano nangyari. Lumabas ang may DNF, medyo peligro na lugar. Ang nakakainis lang kasi it took a while for FIA to decide on whether it be a virtual safety car. Pag DNF, automatic yellow flags tayo niyan. Pero it took them a while to decide if it was a virtual safety car or a full safety car. Diba? Kasi parang
it took
all the
several
fans,
seconds pa, diba?
Oo. It took them quite some time, di ba? So, pati nga yung mga marshals, parang di nila alam kung ano, di ba? All they kept on doing was they kept on waving the yellow flags. Pero, ewan ko, baka hindi nila mahagilap si Mr. Maylander, baka katulad ko, nag-CR din, di ba? Parang, nasa na ang safety car driver, di ba?
Nag-CR din.
Pero yun na nga, it took them a while. And also, the aftermath of Daniel Ricciardo's DNF was aside from the safety car, it was a full safety car for just how many laps more to go. And hirap din si Mr. Maylander driving the safety car to fetch everyone para ayusin ang tamang order.
Stop order.
Kasi, kung mapapansin mo, if we have the slides for the timing, lahat ng the first, the second, and the third runners, halos magkakalat-kalat sila different parts of the track And there were back markers everywhere, and ano na ni Max Verstappen. And pag labas ng safety car, I think George Russell was on the right part of the track just before the pit entrance. So, nakapag-pit pa siya nun. And when he got out, parang the safety car was out sa nearly halfway from the track. So, yun ang hirap si Maylander to pick up all the top to arrange, i-arrange,
Arrange,
di ba?
yeah.
Syempre, i-arrange mo yung mga riders, di ba? The drivers, di ba? So, hirap siya nun. Eventually, kinapos ng oras. That's why, unfortunately, the Italian Grand Prix ended under a safety car.
Under the safety car.
Yun na nga. So,
That's right.
too bad.
So
too
yeah,
bad, too bad.
a lot of people were obviously rather disappointed sa outcome. No, it was rather anticlimactic. But finishing under safety car, this particular situation rubs differently if you're a Mercedes fan, diba?
If you're Jong.
Shades of last year. If you're Jong, if your name is Jong Uy, it rubs on you rather differently, diba? Because it just brings back
Another,
So, yes.
another kasi kung titingnan natin yung arrangement ng mga sasakyan Hamilton, George Russell with a free pit stop. Okay, sana. If the race didn't end at 53 laps, maybe it ended at 60, diba? An additional 6 or additional 5 laps more sana. The Mercedes cars would really place higher sana. Kasi they were really charging. Lewis Hamilton was really charging. And not unlike what happened in Zandvoort, di ba? Parang he was parang kawawa. Ngayon, Hamilton was on the charging side just like George Russell, di ba? And pwedeng higher places sana makukuha nila if it didn't end in the safety car.
Even George Russell ended up P2, pero even he said he was rather disappointed sa outcome kasi he felt the race could have been a whole lot better for Mercedes as a whole, hindi lang para sa kanya. Kung yun nga lang, kung there was another option, kumbaga if the race was red flag, for example, instead of just a safety car, diba? Which they could have easily done, but then again, this is FIA and di natin masabi talaga nung iniisip nila ng race direction. Now, just a little something lang with regards to Daniel Ricciardo's DNF kasi I'm not sure, I don't know if you guys are superstitious, no, pero there is a Monza curse. Have you heard about it?
What's the Monza curse?
Yes.
Monza curse.
Monza curse.
That started in 2019 with Charles Leclerc. If you remember, 2019. Charles Leclerc won the Italian Grand Prix in 2019 at Monza. 2020, Charles Leclerc, DNF. In
Daniel Ricciardo won.
The same.
Tama?
Hindi pa.
Hindi pa.
Gasly.
Ha?
Pierre Gasly.
Pierre Gasly.
Pierre
His
Gasly.
only victory, di ba?
Yeah.
2020, Pierre Gasly won at Monza. 2021, ano nangyari kay Gasly? DNF. In 2021,
Ricciardo.
at that same race, hindi pa. Ito na, Ricciardo won this year, DNF. Sino nanalo ngayon?
Interesting.
Verstappen nanalo, di ba?
Yeah, so we'll see next year.
Pustahan na tayo. Ngayon pala, let's see.
We'll see.
Pag na-DNF si Max next year, ewan ko na lang.
For
4
3 years, the Monza curse continues, di ba? So, let's wait for next year, di ba? If the Monza curse continues.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Napuntahan
Yam.
tayo? Hindi pa.
Yes. Yam, let me throw back the time muna, a few laps earlier. I want you to show. D, what lap was this, D? When Mick Schumacher
that is Mick Schumacher
did very
and
good.
that is very aggressive overtake ni Mick Schumacher on, well, that's
Latifi?
Nicholas Latifi. So,
Latifi.
yeah,
Yeah.
that is Nicholas Latifi. That is lap 42. A bit of a
lap 42
clash
ba to?
towards the back at lap 42.
Yeah,
yes.
lap 42.
So the smoke you see on the screen, that is from Schumacher's brake kasi yun nga, he was very aggressively trying to
Late
take
break.
the inside.
Yeah.
Very late break, and he did lock up just a little tiny bit, kaya you can see a bit of smoke there. But yeah, good little battle at the back from these two racers.
Yeah, very
So, Mas,
very interesting
yeah.
ang pag-overtake ni Mick Schumacher dito. Very aggressive.
Very aggressive.
Late braking at the start of the And kaya may position naman niya afterwards. Oh. And he took the apex agad diba? Of the next corner. This is
Yep.
the corner before the Curva Grande, diba? Yan. Kahit
That's right.
sa PlayStation, yan ang favorite part of Monza ko, the Curva Grande.
Monza.
Kasi, kasi flat out ang ano nun eh. All the cars are flat out, diba? So, full
Absolutely.
throttle talaga yan.
Yeah.
Oo.
Alright, Yam, continue.
Yep. So,
Okay. So, eto na nga. Yun, tama yung sinabi ni Miles. It took them quite a while to decide whether virtual safety car or safety car. Pero, I mean, sila ang ruling party, FIA. So,
Yeah.
pwede nilang, 'di ba? Marami silang pwedeng gawin. I suggest i-text ko sila. Check nyo if it's agreeable to the four of us, no? Or the three of you. Kasi nga, FIA sila yung gumagawa ng rules. Ridiculous na nga yung kanilang mga anong tawag yun? Grid penalties. That's super ridiculous. Why not do a ridiculous ruling during this time, no?
add one more.
So, like, for example,
Add one more ridiculous
yeah.
change.
Yeah, for example, if there is a DNF or there's a car stuck less than or 10 laps remaining and below, automatic red flag. Mga ganong mga ruling. Or for example, 2 laps remaining, may nagdisgrasya, dagdag ng 5. 'Di ba? I-add na lang nila dun sa ridiculousness ng kanilang mga rules para at least yung fans, kahit nagpupuyat tayo here in Asia, lalo naman yung taga Australian Peninsula, sobrang puyat talaga yon. Para naman at least, di ba, maganda yung karera, maganda yung kinalabasan. If FIA really wants to give a good show all over the world, ganon, dagdag na lang nila yung sa ridiculous rules nila, di ba? Para at least maganda.
Exactly.
Hindi yung
I mean, yeah.
hindi yung pati
Absolutely.
hindi yung pati sila nagtutulakan anuman virtual, ay baka magalit yung ibang team. Marami masyado silang baka magalit si team ganito, team ganyan ganito. Wala, ikaw ang ruling party. Gusto ko ganito mangyari, dapat ganun kaagad, di ba?
Takot sila
I
katoto eh.
Anyway, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think ano
See,
lang
look
siguro.
here.
Yeah, I think ano lang siguro, Yam.
Ikaw ba kay
Yeah, I think ano lang siguro
Sige,
with the situation. Yeah, you're right, no? Sana merong mga ganun. But I think they were just they just stick to the rules. Para bang they did not mind the entertainment factor, no? Sana. Maybe if we go back to Abu Dhabi, that was the entertainment factor that that
Hindi, pero I mean,
Michael Masi
Ay,
was really
Going
something like
for,
that,
yeah.
no? So yun yung
He was
I
really
think
going for it.
they stick with the rule and no more racing, kumbaga, parang ganun. No more entertainment, no more So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, personally lang, no, I would agree with Yamboy na yun nga, red flag na lang kesa, actually, I would choose a red flag over an extension. Kasi,
So red flag tapos restart.
Yeah, red flag restart para yun ang talagang masasabi mong you have neutralized the race. Kasi that's the whole point, di ba, of a safety car or a virtual safety car is to neutralize the race. So, how about red flag na lang? Kasi if you yellow flag the race and then you add a few more laps, you run the risk of, if you are a Formula 1 team, you run the risk of running out of fuel. Number 1. Kasi patapos na ang race eh.
tama.
And this has happened before, di ba?
Yeah.
Na this has happened before to, I believe it was Sebastian Vettel. His car was not able to produce the 1 liter minimum of fuel post-race for inspection. Yun nga na. So, he lost that race. Literally lost it kasi he was disqualified post-race. Sayang yung effort, sayang lahat ng resource nila. So, I would go with the red flag. How about you restart the race from scratch, finish with whatever laps you have remaining, and go from there. Yeah, sayang talaga. Very anticlimactic.
So,
That being said, yeah.
reformation,
Sige, Jong.
no? Maganda yung reformation.
Yep.
No,
Balik na lahat sa
reformation.
grid. Balik sa grid. Yep.
Reformation, tapos,
Balik lahat.
yeah, that's entertaining. Yeah,
Restart.
that's entertaining.
That would be very entertaining.
Yeah,
Kasi
yeah,
yun
yeah.
na talagang
Possible,
crunch
yeah.
time, kumbaga. Talagang crunch time na yan. That is, sa basketball pa, clutch.
Yeah.
Tama.
Clutch na yan.
Tama ka di,
Okay,
tama
so,
ka di.
Diyan na lalabas.
Come to think of it, parang we're having a sprint race with a
Exactly.
couple of laps remaining, di ba? So,
Yeah,
kung sakaling nangyari yun
absolutely,
sa Monza, maybe Lando Norris, matuto naman sana siyang ayusin yung kanyang anti-stall, di ba?
Start niya.
Oh, kasi
Sayang.
kung ganun,
Sayang.
anything
He could
can
have redeemed
happen eh.
himself, di ba? Yes,
No,
yes,
anything can happen eh. But, wala eh. Sa bagay, yeah.
Well, hindi tayo FIA eh.
Yeah.
Hindi tayo
Neymar,
sayang eh.
Anyway,
Hindi tayo director eh.
moving on. Like this one, it's really sad. Leclerc radio, sabi ng engineer niya, we will finish the race behind the safety car. So, wala. Instead of, finishing it with a good race, manalo-matalo, at least he tried his best, pero wala. Nasa safety car tayo. Another angle. So, panalo si safety car dito. All right.
Congrats,
This
Bert
is it.
Nylander. Congrats.
Safety car is an Aston Martin, right?
Yeah.
The only
Yes.
Aston
So, Max
Martin to finish the
Verstappen,
race.
yeah. Max Verstappen finished the race at first. It's followed by Charles Leclerc, George Russell, Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Sergio Perez, Lando Norris, Pierre Gasly, Nick De Vries, imagine, finished 9th, and Zhou Guanyu.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Drive of
Well,
the day
that
actually
was-
is Nick De Vries.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
he
the
was.
driver of the day. Yeah.
Rightfully so.
And-
Yung anong tawag nito? Amazing performance
Yeah.
for Nick De Vries. Ayos. Perfect.
Siya ang bagong super sub. Siya na ang bagong
So,
super
eto
sub.
na
Hindi
ang
si
mga-
Hulkenberg.
Ito na ang mga driver standings natin. Verstappen at 335,
Wow.
Leclerc 219,
Impossible.
Sergio Perez 210, yeah. George Russell 203, Carlos Sainz 187, Lewis Hamilton 168, Lando Norris 88, Ocon 66, Alonso 59, and Bottas 46. And we have team standings: Red Bull 545, Ferrari 406, Mercedes 371, Alpine 125, McLaren 107, Alfa Romeo 52, Haas 34, Alfa Tauri 33, Aston Martin 25, Williams from 4 naging 6
Naging six.
because the kid De Vries took 2 points. Okay, yan. Driver of the day, Nick De Vries. All right. So that's the Monza outline.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Sige daw, before we go to the next race, my take on this race is another bizarre ending, right? Na tipong if Miles, you can remember the Schumacher days that he was declared winner of the race while he was on pit stop. Malala mo yun? Na
Yes.
kasi
Yes,
ang sabi
parang-
nila, kasi kailangan niya mag-pit stop. Ayaw ko, sira yata ang tire o wala na siyang fuel. Pero last lap na yun. Then he crossed the start-finish line via the pit stop. Kasi kailangan, then he's the winner. So these are one of the bizarre ending na tipong on a safety car. Have you checked, gentlemen, if this is the first race that ended on a safety car? I think it's not, no?
No. May mga instances
No,
na.
it's not.
Jong, you were talking about the
Marami na.
British Grand Prix.
British Grand Prix. Yeah.
1998 when Michael Schumacher won the
Yeah.
won in the
The
pit lane.
on the pit lane. Yeah. So ito yung mga bizarre ending. Well, add Abu Dhabi in the bizarre race ending. So, yun.
Hindi pa, meron pang bizarre. Meron pang
Jong.
bizarre.
Ano?
Meron pa, Spa 2021.
Ano nangyari doon?
Ulan.
France. Spa. Belgium.
Yung
Okay.
ulan.
Spa.
to-
Yeah, Spa.
Spa.
Ulan.
two laps.
Safety car
Yeah.
ang
Ulan. Ang nanalo si
Two
First-
laps under safety car.
Yeah. Esteban Ocon.
First,
Tama, di ba?
No, Verstappen.
no.
Verstappen.
First podium ni George Russell yun.
Ano siya?
Yeah.
podium.
First podium ni George Russell on Williams.
Yes. And also, may pag-bizarre pa, Jong, yung nag-strike yung mga driver. Yung nag-strike yung mga driver
that is the
dahil
race
ayaw
we do
nila
not talk
yung...
about.
Yeah. America,
We do not
US.
talk about that one.
Yes.
US.
Tama.
Yung
That they're
nag-strike-
only
Nag-strike yung mga driver.
2006.
2006.
That was the
because,
that was the American Grand Prix.
it's
Ayaw nila sa gulong.
Gentlemen, kayo,
Michelin
parang
versus
maalala
Bridgestone,
niyo
no?
pa, yeah.
Tama. Michelin
the
versus
one.
Bridgestone. That the Michelin tires cannot handle the last corner grip of the Indianapolis raceway. So they were even suggesting putting a chicane, yung gulong na chicane. It's more dangerous.
right.
So
It was
Well.
either that or it was going to be a mandatory pit stop every 10 laps or so to change tires,
to
diba?
change tires.
Kasi
Yeah.
yung iniwasan nila na mag-tire failure pero it would just completely ruin the race.
Grabe.
that
I
was
remember.
a complete disaster.
Yeah, there are only 6 cars.
6 teams. 6 cars, yeah.
6
sorry.
cars lang.
6
6 cars. 3 teams. 3 teams lang yung
3
naiwan.
teams.
Pagtapos ng formation lap, pasok yung...
Oh, nag-alisa lahat.
Tama. Yeah.
Grabe.
Wow. All right.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Back on
Okay.
track.
So,
Yep.
next
Oh, yeah.
next race will
Singapore.
be
Singapore.
the Marina Bay Street Circuit, September 30 to October 2. They are back on track. So, if Max Verstappen wins
World champion na.
Singapore, mathematically speaking, wala na.
Siya
World
na.
champion na. So, well, marami pa tayong dapat abangan. Marami pang pwedeng mangyari. As Toto Wolff once said, no one is safe for DNFs, for engine failure, and from Latifi. So,
Sinabi ni Toto Wolff yan?
hindi, ako lang. So, yan.
Kala ko
Okay.
maniwala siya.
So,
Ayaw yung ganito. Baka maging ganyan kayo. Sa ano. We
Yeah.
don't want
Wag
that to
naman.
happen. We don't want that to happen.
yeah, I hope it will be a very interesting race, and luckily for us, because Singapore and Philippines has the same time, so at least hindi tayo mapupuyat. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. Lalo na ako.
Jong, may oras pa, Jong. Pag-usapan natin si Nick.
Sige.
Oh, may oras pa tayo.
Favorite ni Yamboy.
We have 10 minutes.
I'd like to
Okay.
heap some praise over to Nick De Vries for his effort for this race. Kasi
So after you
very
guys
impressive yung
talking
ginawa niya.
about him last race,
Oo nga eh. Oo nga eh, no?
Green Goblin and
Pambawi,
everything,
pambawi.
now. Sige, di, go.
Pambawi na to. Kasi I can't take anything away from Nick De Vries on this race. George Russell, long-time Williams driver, di ba? Took him 48 races before he could score his first points. Latifi took 28 races Kubica took 11 races.
Robert
to have
Kubica. Oh, wow.
took 11 races
The rally
before he
driver.
could score
Yeah.
a point. Score a point for Williams. Albon took 3 races. De Vries, on his debut, P9, 2 points. Impressive talaga.
Ay, si ano? Si
Yeah. Sino?
Pablo Montoya.
Si-
Nandyan ba sa ano mo? At saka si Rod Schumacher.
Wala siya sa
Hindi mo siya,
statistics ko dito. Wala.
Jong, we're talking about Williams.
Williams nga, di
We're
ba?
talking about
Compact Williams.
Modern day Williams.
Modern day
BMW.
Williams.
BMW pa. Sorry.
Sober.
Williams.
ito,
BMW Williams,
This is
di ba?
recent Williams. Ito, recent na Williams.
Ah,
Recent
yeah.
Williams.
Not the Williams that you would remember.
Pero, Jong,
Unfortunately.
ikaw, actually, Jong, hindi mo naman kasi numpisahan ng race. Pero ito, let me show you what happened. Ito ang nangyari kay Nick De Vries during the starting. Diba?
Smoke.
Umuusok na yung kanyang ano eh. Actually, there was a problem with the brakes, diba?
Okay.
There's a problem with the brakes, diba? So, parang hindi niya na ano. Ito lang aside sa he was good he was driving Alex Albon's car. We all know how many hours it would take for you to fit inside an F1 car, diba? The car should be designed sa iyong timbang, sa iyong size and everything. Diba?
Yeah.
So he was nakikihiram lang siya ng sasakyan ni Alex Albon. So hindi niya sukat 'yun. Tsaka considering Nick De Vries was a very small guy, di ba?
Yeah. Albon is
He's a small
taller.
guy.
Yeah.
He's smaller than Alex Albon. So medyo katakot-takot na phone book yung kanilang ginamit para to prop up his seat. Anyway, pero yun nga, he was really complaining after the race. You can hear on the radio after him congratulating.
Yeah, he was so tired, right?
He was so tired. His shoulders were dead. Ano sabi niya? Dead. And literally, yung nga sabi niya, kailangan ko ng tulong para lumabas ng sasakyan. Diba? So, I have this one. Yan. Ito yung this actual photo. Wherein, kailangan talaga siyang tulungan siyang bitbitin talaga.
Wow.
Ayun nga, pati nga si Mr. FIA on the right side of the photo, di ba? Tinulungan siya para makaalis ng sasakyan kasi
Uy,
kumbaga bugbog talaga si Nick dito, si Nick. Nick DeVoe, Nick William Defoe. Ano ba? Nick Defoe, De Vries. Diba?
Nick Defoe.
Okay.
That's really good.
This one I can this one I can relate. This one I can relate kasi if you are the car is not fit for him eh. So medyo stretch talaga yung ano niya, yung arms niya. And then during the time na talagang heavy yung karera, mataas yung adrenaline nila. And then lumabas daw itong talagang masakit na yung arm niya, lumabas na yon during the safety car period. So syempre relax na eh. Halos hirap na daw siyang magkurbada kasi talagang masakit na daw talaga. Kawawa. Pero ganun pa man, Nick De Vries.
Yan ang buhay ng buhay karerista.
Oo, pasalamat ka sa amin kasi minention ka namin last time sa episode namin.
Bakeneme.
Yum. Meron pa. Masakit na nga yung kanyang shoulder. Tingnan mo anong ginawa ni Max at saka ni Lewis Hamilton. Gihapak bay.
Pinindot pa.
Masakit na nga yung shoulder. Tingnan mo nangyari. Tinapik pa siya ni Lewis Hamilton. Tinapik pa siya ni Max Verstappen. Sabi mo nga. Masakit. Bay, masakit.
Salon Pass. Yung anong
Salon Pass. Sponsor.
Salon Pass. Pero hindi ko kayang
sa Williams.
hindi ko kayang gawan ng meme na Salon Pass si Nick De Vries because hindi kasi yun arte. Yung kay Kuya Luis kasi
totoo talaga.
Siya masyado yun eh. Para lang di ba? Pero itong kay Nick, it's really genuine.
Legit.
I feel the hurt. Talaga, lalo na ako, mabilis lang ako Yung bang magsakit na kagad, mag-sore kagad yung muscles mo. After the adrenaline, di ba? Ayun na, maramdaman mo na kaagad siya.
Hindi mo napansin
ramdam
earlier.
ko yung sakit talaga niya. Yeah.
So,
Ramdam ko yung sakit na naramdaman niya.
Nick De Vries was called upon on a Saturday or on a Friday?
Saturday na bay.
Saturday
morning.
Qualifying.
Naga-sandwich.
Alam mo nangyari, Jong? Di ba? Friday nag-qualifying siya. Friday nag-FP1 siya Aston Martin. Tapos akala niya tapos na. And ang nangyari, Jong, nagkakape siya morning. Morning pa lang, dun sila kay siyempre, Mercedes siya eh. Dun siya sa Mercedes, bumalik na siya dun. Kape-kape muna siya. Pag kape-kape niya, saka siya tinawagan na you need to be in Williams kasi sukatin mo yung sasakyan ni Alex Albon kasi you'll be driving for Williams. At siya, tatakbo na ako. Teka muna, kape muna ako. Tapos, ngayong hapon, magka-qualifying na ako. Diba? Hindi siya sanay sa manibela ng di ba? Ilang hours lang yung kanyang tinakbo sa isang F1 car. Hindi pa kanya.
Exactly.
Ano siguro, I think they have they have some sort of para bang a sort of spacer for that, no? But still it's gonna eat up weight on the car as well. So kasi for sure
mahirap pa rin yan.
pero for sure
mahirap pa rin yan.
Tingnan nyo, he was wearing a Williams racing suit. So definitely, Williams has a spare racing suit on their spare driver. More or less, which is him. Diba?
Yep.
No, Jong. Hindi siya reserve driver ng Williams.
So why was he called upon? Ba't siya ang pinadrive, hindi yung spare driver?
Pinahiram. Hindi nila ma-afford ang spare driver.
Walang spare driver ng Williams, but since that Mercedes is a engine supplier for Williams, automatic. So definitely, they have a uniform or a racing suit fitted for Nick De Vries, just in case of situations like this. So it's already a parabang emergency purpose. Okay, meron kami dala-dala namin yung yung racing suit, parang ganon. So maybe definitely there might be something on the car that they could change instantly na salpak or whatsoever that would fit him, something like that. I think,
Pero ganito ba he was really honest during the interview. The reason daw kung bakit sumakit daw talaga yung katawan niya because he was not that fit. Kasi nga reserve driver siya.
Yeah.
He travels a lot. I mean, lahat ng opportunity na pwede niyang kunin, ginakuha niya. Magsama siya kay Toto. Abang-abang lang siya doon sa So, I mean, the workout for a legit driver, hindi daw niya nagawa. So, honest naman siya doon, kaya isa din daw yun sa na factor doon sa pagsakit ng katawan niya. But, hindi pa siya fit niya paano pa kaya kung fit siya?
Yeah, so I think this kid has a very good future in Petronas Mercedes, di ba?
Kaya nga pinagkakaguluhan siya ngayon eh. Hindi lang Williams, hindi lang Mercedes. A lot of the teams really.
And he's driving a Williams,
of a lot of teams.
Driving a Williams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, pero on a Williams.
Yeah.
Jong, alam mo ba?
MYles.
Alam mo ba saan galing si Nick De Vries?
F2. Formula 2,
yes.
right?
No, before that, he was part of the McLaren Junior driver program.
Okay.
That was the time when Lewis Hamilton and Jenson Button was still with McLaren.
McLaren. Okay.
That's 2010 to 2019. He was the junior driver.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Tsaka sa rami-rami ng junior drivers sa McLaren, siya lang yung nasali dito sa cartoon. Actually, this is a screen grab from Tuned, di ba? McLaren Tuned. If you could remember a few years ago, a decade ago mostly, parang lumabas ng cartoons as part of the PR gimmick ng McLaren. Cartoons featuring their drivers, si Lewis Hamilton and Jenson Button. Yan, lumabas sa ilang episodes. Ito, si Batang Nick DeVries. Diba? He was there. Lumabas ang pagkapilyuhan ng pagkabata. Pero yun nga, kaya nga na-remember ko ito, familiar to si Nick DeVries. Kaya nga, that's why I did a little research on him. Yun na nga. It turned out that he was part of the McLaren young driver, di ba? And also, di ba? And also, maganda yung kanyang, kumbaga, somehow, maganda ang kanyang foundation.
Yeah.
Being part of the McLaren young driver. Alam naman natin, di ba?
Oo.
Lewis was part of the young driver, di ba? Doon sa kanya, kaya nga sa pinasok ni Ron Dennis, di ba? He was the protege of Ron Dennis. So, yun na nga. That's why kilala siya ni Lewis Hamilton, di ba? So, parang Lewis was really happy for him, di ba? Parang, di ba? Parang at least, di ba, na marera ka na on your
first point in Formula 1. Wow.
Yes. So, kumbaga kasali na siya dun sa, kumbaga, for this year na dun yung pangalan niya, di ba? So, parang, ang naisip ko nga after this, parang, ano kayang iniisip ngayon ni Oscar Piastri, di ba? Naunahan pa. Di ba?
Kalimutan siya bigla na.
Okay, parang, I could call him the Mr. Hype, di ba? Hype lang si Oscar Piastri, I don't know.
Ito nagpakita ng gilas.
Yes,
on a Williams.
Let's find out when Mr. Piastri finally takes his seat behind an F1 car. Let's see what he can do.
On a McLaren.
Okay, good luck. Good luck. Good luck to him, and maybe, hopefully, Nick DeVries would find a seat, di ba, for next year para makita natin, di ba? Para pakasabihin lang nila, beginner's luck, di ba? Para natin nasabi, di ba? He might be the Formula E champion. But,
let's see.
Alright.
So, hopefully, actually, everyone was happy, di ba? Not only Max and Lewis is happy, but everyone was happy for him. Yeah, even the Sky Sports pundits, di ba? They're happy. Everyone was happy. And pati si Yamboy, masaya rin eh. Parang nadagdagan yung kanyang mga anak eh.
Marami na.
Plus one sa
Dami na. So many boys, ha? Alright.
May boy, tsaka ito. Alright.
Okay. It was a bizarre ending race, but nevertheless, Nick DeVries gave us something to look forward to for a future Formula 1 driver, including Oscar Piastri, who was really trending the internet a few weeks ago. All right. So that's it. I hope, it was fun.
Jong, may tanong muna ako, Jong.
Go.
May tanong ako kay Andy or kay Yamboy.
Go.
Will Alex Albon race sa Singapore?
Well, he's got 3 weeks to recover.
3 weeks.
Pero
3 weeks.
Okay. I mean, 3 weeks to recover.
Medyo mahaba-habang break na naman ito.
Recover pa lang yan. Yeah, recover pa lang yan. Pero, the G's, experiencing the G's, dapat tight yung core mo, may sugat ka doon. I doubt if he can, I doubt if he can take the free practice session. Kasi mahirap yan eh. May open wound ka, may surgery ka. I hope he can recover fully. Pero, Albon, relax muna. Pakitang gilas muna si DeVries. Relax ka lang dyan.
Kasi nga.
Na-extend naman yung kontrata mo.
Makita si DeVries.
Oo nga.
Eksakto yung aking tanong.
So anyway.
Feeding the tanong.
So, feeding
ikaw di, kasi you come from medical field, di ba? Can a person who had undergone appendectomy be able to recover in 3 weeks' time?
Normally, I would probably err on the side of caution kasi yung nurse ako. And just turns out, this is basically what I do every day, post-op ng mga pasyente. kasi I work in PACO, post anesthetic care unit. So we get people like this almost every day na yung mga appendicitis, mga ganon. With Albon, hindi lang kasi straightforward na appendicectomy eh. You heard about the complication afterwards, di ba? So that would probably play into what will happen to him. With laparoscopic surgery, tulad nung ginawa kay Albon, keyhole, kumbaga, that should cut down his recovery time. It's designed to make recovery a whole lot quicker as opposed to yung old school na talaga may hiwa ka sa tiyan. Sa kanya, maliit lang. Tatlong butas lang ang ginawa sa tiyan niya. Tatlo, baka dalawa lang. Kumbaga, depende sa galing ng doktor. Anyway, I would probably, if I was in his shoes, I'd probably take it easy a little bit. Pero considering how healthy he is a Formula 1 driver. His body is it's tuned for Formula 1 already, di ba? So I can't really say for sure. Kasi the man is an athlete. He's an athlete at the end of the day. So he'll probably want to be at FP1. He'll probably want to qualify for Singapore. But we'll see. Kasi yun nga, if his body just won't permit it, so he probably doesn't want to push it too hard.
So still 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
50-50
still
chance.
50-50, I'd say. I can't say with confidence whether or not he will show up. Yung complication naman na nangyari sa kanina na ICU siya, it happens talaga. It's I wouldn't say common, pero it does happen. They didn't provide any more details, pero speaking from my experience at saka sa nabasa ko, I believe ang nangyari is he had a bit of a lung collapse, atelectasis ang tawag dyan. So that can happen with anesthetic. That's why he required another airway down the windpipe in a kid's ICU. It happens, pero normally they recover 100% after that. So, and like I said, Alex Albon is an athlete. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Jong.
Right.
Okay.
Jong, pasalamat tayo, Jong.
Bakit?
Pasalamat tayo, meron tayong nurse. Meron tayong international nurse, di ba?
Yeah.
Walang nurse sa Sky Sports F1, di ba?
So hindi nila
Walang nurse
masagot.
sa WT F1. Walang kahit anong media outreach at wala silang
Tayo
nurse.
lang.
Dito lang.
Tayo lang.
Yeah.
Tayo lang.
Kaya nga si
nurse.
ano eh. Dagdag ko lang nasabi ni MYles na pati sa Sky Sports F1 walang nurse. Exactly, because when Damon Hill interviewed Nick De Vries, he asked, how many weeks do you think you can recover from appendicitis? I mean, tinanong niya yung F1 car driver.
Tinanong ba niya?
Oh my. Oh yes!
Talaga?
Reviewin nyo. Sabi ni Nick,
Hindi ko nakita yan.
I'm not into a medical pero I don't know.
I think
Reviewin nyo.
yeah, I think he's
Nasa YouTube,
gonna
nasa YouTube.
Hanapin ko nga yan.
he's gonna recover for more than a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll be okay. He'll be okay by then.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
All right.
All right.
There we go, Singapore. So, okay, before we go, MYles.
Yan, mag-promote lang ako. Okay. Okay guys, next, thank you for joining us. It was a very good night. It was a very good race yung nakarang weekend, and hopefully this coming 3 weeks from now, we'll be heading to Singapore, di ba? Malay mo, makikita nyo kami doon live, pero secret, di ba? So, anyway, share ko lang, kung sino man may gusto mag-trip, nandyan aking Facebook, aking YouTube at Instagram. Yan lang. So, good evening. Thank you for joining us, and hope to see you again next time. And sana we'll have more interesting personalities to join us sa F1 race weekend, di ba? Just like Nick and alay natin.
All right.
So thank you guys.
All right.
Yes, yes. Thank you guys once again for joining us for tonight's episode. This has been the Purple Sector, and we just reviewed a bizarre Monza, Italian Grand Prix held at Monza. So again, thank you guys for joining us for today, kung kailan ba nyo titignan tong episode na to. And we do hope to see you in 3 weeks' time.
3 weeks
We will
from
be
now.
right back here.
Yeah.
3 weeks away, same time, same channel, same YouTube channel, and we will have a look at the Singapore Grand Prix. Malay mo, baka any of these three gentlemen, baka andun sila, malay nyo. So if you see them there, tell them I said hi.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we'll see you again in 3 weeks' time.
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Yum.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I hope you learned something today, and if not, I hope you were entertained. And let me just review. Okay, Singapore will be Formula 1 Singapore Airlines Grand Prix. Uy, Singapore Airlines. Baka naman. Singapore Airlines flies daily. Yeah, flies daily from Davao to Singapore. So, wala akong schedule sa September 30 to October 2. So, baka naman. Alright, so that's it. Thank you very much for joining us, Jong.
All right. So again, in behalf of these three gentlemen present again in our purple sector, so I hope you had fun. So we'll be back October 5. We'll check. Yeah, I think that's October 5. That's a Wednesday, and we'll see you again there. So again, Yamboy, MYles, and Andy, maraming salamat. And for those who watch us, thank you so much. We'll see you again on the next purple sector. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Down towards the season, braking zone, 5 lights, ahead of